panda, homie. Amanda the panda. I'm a freaking panda. Now they call me Amanda, homie. I'm a freaking panda, homie. Amanda the panda. I'm a freaking panda. Now they call me Amanda, homie.
That's a stimulant. It's gonna stimulate. You gotta stop jerking. It's gonna stimulate. That's a stimulant. It's gonna stimulate. You gotta stop jerking. It's gonna stimulate.
But now they call me Amanda, homie.
What up, what up? It's Garage Jim, homie, and today I'm going over my entire spring shredding regimen, man. I've monkeyed around, man, before. We're not monkeying around this year. We're talking about shredding, homie. Is it worth it? Before we get into this here, please click the subscribe button. I got content coming out all the damn time for you, man. So click subscribe. And let's get into this, man. God bless all of you. Hope you're feeling good. You know, I made videos like this before about my fall, spring, this and that. Hopefully it's changed, you know, as time goes on. Tweaked it a little, learned new things, adjusted my ideology. What's a man if he can't adjust his ideology and change, man? So hopefully I'm not stuck in my ways where this is the exact video as it used to be. We'll see. We're all supposed to grow together. That's why I say together, let's get this dang muscle. Let's adjust. So, you know, I start April 1st, I started my shredding. And yeah, I'm not like one of these guys who does these crazy cuts, crazy bulk. I'm going to make a video about that, you know, but I like to take it slowly, man. And I have goals right now, you know. So I'm at... So I go April, May, June. And then the last week of June, I take the rest week in stim break. I always train in quarters, so this is for my spring shredding. And what I was going to say is I weighed in. I went to a trip in Florida. When I came back, I weighed like 188 pounds. That was on a Monday morning. I just weighed in for jokes. And then today, this morning, which is Saturday now, I weighed in at 178.9. So I lost like dang near, I don't know what it is, 9 pounds since the trip in 5 days. That was just water weight and stuff, of course. So now the real shredding begins, which is harder once you get rid of that initial, you know, sodium bloat and stuff. So what I'm saying is I weigh in once a week, you know, after a week of clean eating, you know, eating clean Monday through Friday, and then I'll weigh in Saturday morning, right when I get up, you know, when I, you know, take a leak, before I eat or drink anything, first thing, so I can get an accurate measurement of my weight after a week of clean eating, and that gives me a good idea. Now, my goal is to lose pretty much a pound to 1.5 pounds a week. Hopefully I can, my goal is to keep losing, of course. I want to lose consistently and adjust as I lose. So 1 pound a week, it seems like a healthy amount. I want to get down to under 170 and see how I look. I'd like to see how I look under 170. You know, when I was like at my shreddedest, when I was at my peak of shredding a few years back, like right when I started the channel, I was at like 165, but I believe I put on muscle since then, so I want to see what I look right under that. And you know, it's not all about the weight, it's about what's in the dang mirror, and the weight's just to give me some goal, I guess, you know, a little bit there. So as far as my eating goes, let me just tell you one thing, man. When it comes down to shredding, I hear a lot of people talk about this or that. You know, I'm going to up the reps with the weight that I'm doing, and you know, lower the weight, up the reps. I'm going to do that. I'm going to, you know, thermogenics. I know one thing and one thing only: eating. What we eat is how you get shredded. You know, we can. Relying on cardio, relying on supplements, relying on this sauna, this and that, it's all secondary to eating. You know, what we eat is what we're gonna rely on to get shredded. That's all GGH knows, baby, is eating. after that, we can tweak the other stuff. And I'm going to talk about everything. I'm going to leave no stone unturned, but it's all about the eating. So my meals, 5 meals in the morning right now, I'm at about, I log it every day just to see where I'm at so I can make these small adjustments as depending on what the scale says. I'm at like 2,200 calories right now, keeping the protein about 200. The carbs are, I'd say 140, 150, and the fat's at like 90. So like this week, for example, my food changes every week a little bit. The base plan stays the same, but the food changes. So just to give you an example, this week I'm eating overnight oats, which consist of 50 grams of dry oats, 2 tablespoons of natural peanut butter, 30 grams, which is a serving of chia seeds, and a scoop of, which is, I don't know, 32 grams, whatever, of the Transparent Labs protein I'm on right now. So that's the overnight oats, good meal for the morning, yada, yada. My second meal in the day is going to be 6 ounces of flank steak I'm eating, and then 4 ounces of veggies, and that's after cooked. So 4 ounces, 112 grams of mixed vegetables, broccoli, onion, pepper, stir fry kind of, and 6 ounces of protein. It's a small meal. You know, it keeps my energy up because I'm not having a ton of carbs that spike my blood sugar or give me, you know, a food coma or anything like that. So it's a nice meal. You know, I should be a little bit hungry, you know, staying a little bit hungry if I'm not too stimmed up. And I thrive on that hunger, man. I like it because I use imagery in my head. You know, when I'm hungry, I use meditation, imagery. I picture my fat melting off and getting ripped, and I envision, you know, animals in the freaking wild who are, that's their drive, man. That's our drive, that hunger. You're more alert when you're hungry. You're more driven. So I'm trying to, you know, keep the imagery up, keep the meditation when I feel hungry, you know, go to God, listen to my heart, and just kind of embrace it, man. We're not above being hungry. So that's my second meal at noon. My third meal is 2 Papa Steve bars at 2:30, 2:45 p.m. And my fourth meal is 2 scoops of protein powder, whichever protein I'm on at the time. Whey, I'm on, you know, whey right now, and that's 4:30, you know, before training or whatever. And then also, and then for dinner, I am doing 6 more ounces of protein. So I've been like this week I'm eating chicken thighs. So like that's one thing I've changed in my regimen. For years, I did chicken breasts, only chicken breasts. I was like, this is what bodybuilders eat. Anything else is extra and unhealthy. I've changed it, man. I eat chicken thigh. I want some fattier meat now because, first of all, I'm kind of open to learning that those good animal fats, our body appreciates them. You know, all that super lean meat, there's good nutrients and stuff in those fats that I want, you know. So it's all in the numbers anyway. So I'm going to get in those good fats, man. You know, I like pulled out the avocados and stuff, so I want some good fats. Chicken thighs are great. They taste way better than chicken breasts, and I get some of that good animal fat in there. So I've been kind of opening up to more. Fat doesn't make you fat. You get shredded eating fat, you know. As I said, it's all in the numbers. So, and then 4 more ounces of veggies with that 6 ounces of the chicken thighs, and then a piece of fruit. You know, that's where I'll have my fruit. You know, either blueberries, which is 148 grams, blackberry serving is 144 grams, and what was the other one? Oh, I do Honeycrisp apple some weeks. That's 154 grams is the official serving, or a banana, which is 118 grams. So those are pretty much the only fruits that I'll eat. You know, apple, berries, banana, apple, berries, banana. I guess that's it. Apple, berries, and banana. So those are good. So that, that's like a 2,200 calorie day right there. 21 and a half, 2,200 calorie day. And I'll see where I look on the scale. I might adjust it, a little bit. So the eating, I pretty much do my stuff in the, most of my meal prep in the air fryer. And, I have no secrets here, homie. I tell you guys everything from my whole entire regimen. I mean, I just keep it real. There's no secrets with what I do. It's not super complicated or anything. And I throw everything on the scale to the gram. I mean, to the gram. I don't do a gram over. I don't do a gram under. Because my head, I thrive on this structure, man. I enjoy it. It's part of the high for me. Being dialed in and stuff. This is all my heroin, homie. And so I just like the structure. So yeah, so those are the calories and and I'm really I'm not one of these guys, who really believes counting calories is that important. I guess it depends on your goals. I mean, if you're not shredding or bulking and you're just trying to eat clean and you're not really don't have any goals, which you don't have to have any goals. Most of the time I don't have any goals either with my weight or whatever. Just right now I want to see where I look at a certain way. I don't believe counting calories is that important. I just think eat clean food, be conscious of what you consume. But, for right now, for the purpose of adjustments, I got the calories, that I'm paying attention to and all that. And I'll always believe, too, if the macros are, in line, then your calories will work themselves out. So, that's another thing. As far as the cheat meals go, you guys know how I do it. I eat spot on clean Monday through Friday. I eat spot on clean Saturday and Sunday. And then I allow myself a window of time on Saturday between like 5:15 p.m. up till like 9. And then Sunday, the same thing. So a few hour window where I could eat whatever I want, And what I'm trying to do is trying my best. I mean, I haven't really done it yet. I was in Florida. This will be my first weekend, actually. Not to feel like junk. Because I really believe that, like last spring, I wanted to get under 170. I never got under 170. I think I only got right up to 170. I didn't even hit my goal. And I really think a big part of that is the weekend cheat meals hold me back. Because I think, when I work so hard to eat clean Monday through Friday, and then I see that 4-hour window each day, and I just go to the point where I'm like, I just feel kind of, like I wish I ate just a little less or whatever. So that's what I'm going to be conscious of this spring, that eating that little less and just getting satisfied from a cheat meal or whatever. It's I'm not going to cut it out completely unless I see that I'm not making progress. If I'm not making progress on the scale, then I'm going to have to certainly adjust my my weekend indulging meals, because then that's just unacceptable. Because I really do want to get down and see where I'm at. As far as just looking shredded and stuff, I've committed. I'm not going to be tanning anymore at the tanning booth or any of that. I'm done with that in my life. So I'm just going to be natural sunlight when I can to try and get that nice shredded look. I'm just going over every little thing about spring shredding. So, I'm just whatever I can get. So I plan to be outside a lot more and all that. And yeah, so the cheat meals are a big deal because I don't even know if it's fat or whatever. I think it's a lot of sodium bloat, because you eat a cheat meal Saturday, Sunday, yada, yada, and you spend 2-3 days just to get to Wednesday where you're feeling tight again where you were. And so it's kind of counterproductive. So it all comes down to if I'm seeing the progress I want, which is really only a pound a week, So in 9-10 weeks, I can hit my, get under there to 170 and then reevaluate. Maybe I still want to get down a little more. So the cheat meals definitely can hold you back if you're overdoing them. You can't get to the point of eating like complete trash. It's too much, and it'll hold back the progress, in my experience, But I do like the way I've always done it where I do allow myself to indulge Saturday and Sunday night. I've never had to completely cut it out yet. And it just seems to work for me because I've been doing this 10 years and over 10 years, and I've never fallen off. So, you know, I've kept on the clean eating and meal prep. I meal prep every Saturday for dang near going on 10 years, man, 10 years. Okay, so next, as far as my fasted cardio, how I do cardio, I try and do more fasted cardio in the spring, you know, and more training in the afternoon. I've always split up my cardio and weight training. That's always been, well, not always. The first couple of years I had to learn that splitting up my cardio and weight training made a big difference in my physique. And so I split it up. My ideal strategy is morning fasted cardio with a fat burner, and then in the afternoon, you know, taking a non-stim pre-workout, and then pumping the iron. I find that I'm the most shredded at my peak physique when I'm doing a lot of morning fasted cardio. And you can argue about the science or whatever. I'm just going by my personal experience. I seem to think there is a huge difference in morning fasted cardio because, number one, I'm taking the fat burner in the morning, so I think it's helping me get my heart rate up a lot more. It's helping me push it on the cardio. As I said, if you have the eating in line and all that stuff, and that's your reliance, the other stuff can go a long way, but it's not going to be your reliance. So, you know, it'll help you get to the next level. Those supplements you take, the resting, the eating, the training, the, you know, cardio, all that. So what I was saying was, you know, the only reason I take pre-workouts in the morning is, number one, sometimes I enjoy the pre-workouts and I like the training in the morning hard, but I love training in the afternoon, really non-stim, once I'm there and I'm doing it. The thing is, I get sent a lot of pre-workouts to review, and I'm not going to review those in the afternoon. I'm only going to take pre-workout in the morning because I allow myself stimulants one time a day, and that's it. And I'm going to take it in the morning before my training. So maybe I'm trying to back off from so many sup reviews anyway. I think I've been saying that for 3.5 years since I started the channel and make other kinds of content. So that hopefully I'm not saying that next spring and I'm really doing it. But yeah, so morning fasted cardio, maybe I'd say 4 days a week. That would be good, 4 days a week, and then training in the afternoon more instead of the opposite, which I do in the winter. As far as the water goes, I stay on 9.5 pH alkaline water. I have the machine that makes it, and I drink every bit of 1 gallon to 1.5 gallons a day, and probably closer to 1.5 gallons, including the shakes and pre-workouts and all that. So keep hydrated, man. And water's the only thing I drink. I don't do no dang afternoon pick-me-up energy drink, coffee, none of that. I've never been into that. Just water, water, water. Love the water, man. I actually love water. So it's really good. The supplements I take are very simple. At 4:30 p.m., I take my vitamins with the shakes. See, that's another thing I changed. I used to take it a year ago from this video. You could see I took it first thing in the morning, and I'd say, oh, I'll take it on an empty stomach, the vitamin. Now I take them at 4:30 with my shake, so I have some food in me because now I've taken a lot of vitamins. Now I take a multi that Huge Supplements sent me. I take zinc. I take vitamin C. I take vitamin D3. I'm on a fish oil right now just because they sent it. I'm on magnesium by glycinate. And I'm on, I forgot what other ones I'm on. I'm on a couple more. I forgot. And so I get my vitamins in. And I just take those 5 days a week just to give my body a little break on the weekends. I just don't take them. And that's about it. What else? So then my other supplements that I take are, when I train, I take an intra-workout. Right now I'm using Transparent Labs, no artificial sweeteners or colors or any of that. I really like it. In the morning, as I said, I either take a fat burner or a pre-workout with a, I only take creatine before I pump iron now. So if I pump iron 5 days a week, I take creatine 5 days a week, which I do. And so I just throw it, I don't take it every day, you know, the days I'm not pumping iron, I just throw it in my pre-workout and that's it. I'm sure I'm saturated enough with the creatine, and then besides that, I take either some pump pills or pump formula or a pre-workout or a fat burner, so whatever stimulants or, you know, with the pumps. So my regimen's really simple, and then I keep protein powder obviously in my regimen, and I also keep what the heck else? A sleep supplement. And I just take those always just for fun, man. Once a week Somatomax, once a week Ninja Zen, and that's it. I don't even take anything else now. That's all I'm taking. And I just enjoy it for the next day feeling. The little Phenibut reset seems to just be a good way to take the edge off of a DMHA day or whatever. And so you wake up nice and refreshed, adrenal glands are set. So I don't even take them for sleep. I sleep like a baby anyway. And as far as my training goes, I've never believed in switching up the training as far as, oh, I'm going to change my rep range, or, you know, my training's, I don't want to say it's not that serious, because I put my freaking, dude, I put blood, sweat, and tears in every training session. But I've never been one to like really be in my head about my training. I just hit one muscle group, eat one time a week. So I'm training 5 days. I'm doing cardio 5 days. I didn't mention that. And I'm taking two rest days where I do absolutely nothing to reset and recover. My training's always kind of been the same. I just get in the gym, vibe out to the music, and I just go freaking maniaco on the iron. I've never been one to write down things in a notebook and this and that. I don't have any like real goals with my training at all, as far as pushing a certain amount of weight or any of that. I just like to go in there and feel good and get high, and I just put my heart and soul into each workout, breaking down the muscle. That's just my method. Some people like to, you know, record everything and they have goals with their strength and this and that. And that's beautiful if that works for you. I don't feel like I'm missing that. And then my cardio stays at 35 minutes, and I try and do an array of stair mill, biking when it's warm enough, you know, walking or running the dogs. I try not to run much because it hurts the body, so I just walking or running the dogs, and swimming. So if I'm switching those up, probably the majority is usually the stair mill 2 or 3 times a week, and then I get a swim in and, you know, a good dog walk, whatever it is, you know. So I like doing that. So my cardio is 35 minutes on the watch. It's got to say at least 35 minutes and at least 300 calories each session. That's what matters. So as long as I meet those 2 goals with whatever form of cardio I'm doing, I've met my cardio goals in this crazy head. So that's that. And I'm trying to think if I missed anything with the supplements. Seems like I've gone over all the supplements I take. My supplement regimen is very basic. Obviously, I'm also, well, not obviously, if you don't follow the channel, but I'm also on TRT. Around last year this time, I was doing 100 milligrams every 5 days. And I went back not long ago to 150 milligrams every week. So it's actually the same dose, really. It's just once a week. I just got sick of writing down when I need to take it next. It was too much thinking, so now I just take it every Monday. I switch glutes and freaking, that's all I need to remember, what glute I did the last week. So I write that down. So each glute is an equal opportunist. But no, for real, my TRT stays the same, 150 milligrams, and I'm going to make some videos about how that affects me and what I think, you know. No, I'm not on Tren and D-ball and all these things people accuse me of being on. I'm only ever touched TRT, never any estrogen things or anything like that. Despite what the mob, they want me to bend to them, man. They want me to admit that I've done more than just test. You know, it's never enough. You know, the first they say, well, you're not natty. And I say, I never said I'm natty. I'm on TRT. And they say, oh, come on, that's not just TRT, man. How about that? I'm like, oh, what you want me to make it up to appease you, son? I got, you know, so I always keep it real with you guys, man. 150 milligrams a week. I just keep it consistent. And then as far as my rest go, I sleep a lot, man, which I'm really blessed to get good night's sleep. I am very regimented with my sleep. Me and Stephanie are in bed at 9:30, like tops, like every night. And even the weekends, I try and get to bed early, 10:30 or whatever. Like even on Friday and Saturday night, I try to go to bed at like 10:30, man, because I love the rest, man. I love feeling good. My body's on such a clock, you know, after I've thanked God for the day, reviewed my day, taken my inventory, you know, tied up any loose ends. Hopefully I'm not going to bed angry or something. You know, I fall short sometimes, you know, I'm bickering with the old lady, you know, we go to bed, you know, and I could tell, man, it feels like ugly sleep on those nights and stuff when I've been in my head about something, you know, so I fall short. And, you know, I talk to you guys a lot about spirituality and stuff. It's all because it's stuff I need to hear. You know, I fall short constantly and act in ways I don't. So the spiritual growth is always going to be consistent. You know, I'm going to fall short again, and it's not an excuse, but it's just what the book tells me, man. I'm going to have fear and dishonesty, and I'm going to get angry, and I'm going to be selfish, and I need to address those things. So as long as I'm doing that, my sleep seems to be really good. You know, as long as my soul's rested and I'm tight with God, and thank God, I mean, really, I mean it when I say this, thank God I have nothing in my life to hide today. Because it's hard to remember that there was a time where my whole life was hiding, and quite literally, and I have literally nothing to hide today. So it's a beautiful feeling. So my sleep is good. So as I said, I'm in bed by 9:30. We're in bed. I've prayed, I meditated, I've wrapped up the day, and then I get every bit of, I'd say, 8.5 hours of sleep, never less than 8. So it's really going into these pre-workout reviews, the day, everything just fired up, well rested, feeling super optimal. And that's why I stand behind my pre-workout reviews, because I go into them. There's not a lot of factors that ruin the experience, because I go into it so fasted, well rested, you know, feeling right spiritually, all that stuff. I just feel so good. So there's not too many variables where, oh, the pre-workout might not have hit that time because of this in my life or all that. You know, that's why I really stand behind my reviews, even if I took a pre-workout one time or whatever. So the spirituality, you know, the rest, resting two full days a week. And I don't believe in active rest days or any of that nonsense, homie. A rest day is a rest day. Your head goes crazy. Your head wants to train, cardio, no rest. You're going to lose gains, this, that. Your body wants the rest. You're missing crucial gains if you're not resting. For me, I don't see any reason why anyone in humanity would rest less than 2 days a week who's really breaking down the muscle, man. I mean, my strength training only lasts about an hour each workout, and it's a freaking grueling hour, and my body needs the rest and recovery. So spirituality is always, you know, consistent. God has blessed me now for 9.5 years since I started sponsoring people. I've been sober just over 10, and God has blessed me for more than 9.5 years now. I've been sponsoring people, a continual flow of people who I can sponsor, so I continue to do that and try and help, you know, people get ripped on YouTube and motivate them, and that's my life, man. So I find the best way for me to get shredded is to help other people get shredded. And that's spiritually too, spiritually shredded. Let's get spiritually ripped this season together, man. And I find the more I'm helping other people get ripped, the more ripped I'm getting, man. The more I help people stay sober, the more spiritual I'm feeling, you know. And that goes for just things in life, you know. I just find helping people do things is the best way to accomplish it yourself. And that's not why I do it. I genuinely enjoy helping people do it. It makes me feel good, brings me closer to God. And that's with addiction and bodybuilding and stuff. So that's my regimen, you know, and then I'm doing this for 11 weeks, and then I'll make a video about this, you know, what I'm tweaking for my summer, you know. Hopefully we'll be going hard and I'll make some progress and all that, you know. You guys seen the abs where they're at. I'm just hoping to shred it down, man, and just feel good as I can without feeling run down. That's the trick, because it's easy to shred down to, oh, go to 1,800 calories and just go real, because I was just at over 3,000 calories, like 3,200 almost, which was the most I let myself get in a bulk. It's freaking, dude, it's easy to just say, yeah, I'm just going to go to 18. I don't want to get run down, man. I don't want my body to feel like it's on the edge of getting sick. And that's what happened in previous years. A lot of them, I'm shredding down so much or so drastically. So 2,200 right now is solid. I'm going to see where I stand. I'm still feeling good, but of course I'm still losing the weight. I'm holding, you know, some good fat from Florida and all that. So when I start feeling a little run down, maybe I'll do a little, up the carbs a little to feel a little better or whatever. My body will thank me. So we'll see. I'll keep you guys posted. Let me know what you think of the video. I know this was a long one. I had a lot to say. God bless all of you. So is it worth it? We'll find out, but I think it is. God bless all of you together. Let's get this dang muscle.